truly been wonderful to have you all here in Namibia and to have the opportunity to meet friends both old and new. I thank you for attending the event and for making it such a success. For those of you who are visiting Africa for the very first time, we hope your experience has been a pleasant one and that your time in Namibia has helped dispel some of the negative stereotypes that are often levelled against Africa. I thank the Chair of Council of the International Congress of Dipterology, Thomas Pape, and the other members of Council for having had the trust in us to make this Congress possible for the first time in Africa. I thank our co-organising sponsor, the National Museum, Bloemfontein, South Africa, as our main sponsor and for also sponsoring the official launch of the Manual of Afrotropical Diptera. The JRS Biodiversity Foundation, the Williston Diptera Research Fund, the Belgian Development Corporation, the Royal Museum for Central Africa, and the KwaZulu-Natal Museum in South Africa, all of whom contributed funding for student support or to attend the event. Staff of Gogabeb Training and Research Centre have assisted us enormously by arranging collecting permits collectively for the delegates, and the Namibian Scientific Society has worked closely with us to arrange our very popular public lecture series. The Congress would not have been possible without the dedication of our core members of our organising committee. Mary Kirk-Spriggs, as our Namibian coordinator, has done an outstanding job with all the intricate arrangements required for a large scientific meeting. And Birgit Muller very ably developed our online registration system and our website, and undertook the layout and typesetting of the programme booklet and abstracts volume. Both have helped out in hundreds of ways, and to these, my departmental staff, I give my most sincere thanks and apologise sincerely for being a completely intolerable perfectionist. Organising a congress in another country is no easy matter, and I thank Nancy Lubasi, who has handled all the on-ground arrangements here in Namibia and assisted me enormously in the 2 weeks prior to the Congress when I had to make the last arrangements alone. Our Namibian committee members, Seth Asep from the University of Namibia and Kenneth Usep from the Ministry of Environment and Tourism have helped out in many ways, especially with visas and export permits, and the National Museum of Namibia kindly loaned the microscopes that have been available to study specimens during the Congress. I thank the staff of our registration desk who dealt with the registrations and the loading of presentations, and Albert Ndopu and his team who have handled many of the IT matters. Claude Kisting and his staff of the Safari Conference Centre have been invaluable in arranging the session rooms, providing refreshments and arranging social functions. Lastly, I thank our plenary speakers, Netta Dorchin, Martin Hall, Brian Riegman and Brian Brown, and the speakers for our 2 public lectures who have organised, Mark Benek and Jeff Skellington, both of whom stepped in at the very last moment and did an outstanding job. I also thank all our conveners who have organised this symposium, and you, the delegates, for delivering over 250 oral presentations and 60 posters. Without your excellent scientific input, the Congress would not be possible. I also thank Martin Hauser. It's always pleasant to have somebody run you down in public. His highly entertaining lecture, and for pointing out just a few of my faults. I'd now like to invite our Chair of Council, Thomas Pape, to please come to the front to give a short presentation. Thank you, Thomas.